guys, Dave here from JDH Reptiles. Coming in with a clutch update video. This is clutch 11. So the male for this clutch is a genetic stripe VPI Xanthic. I was almost positive he was a pastel. However, with two clutches in, it looks like that may not be true. So we're just going to call him now a G-stripe Xanthic. So recessive, double recessive visual. And he was paired to a super pastel blackhead het G-stripe. So everything that we don't hit recessive on will be 100% double het for genetic stripe and VPI Xanthic. We did get a couple G-stripes, so those will be 100% het for Xanthic as well. First, before we jump in, I do want to give a shout out to Michael at JDH Reptiles. Thanks for the shirt, man. This is really sweet. I appreciate it. He also sent me a sticker, which I'm going to get up on the ceiling as well. So huge shout out. Check him out on Instagram. Cool Instagram. Got some real stuff going on. And again, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. So with this clutch here, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 animals. It was a 9-egg clutch. This is the one where when we tore them apart, one of the eggs leaked. And it actually leaked and the embryo came out. So as much as I tried getting the embryo back in, obviously it wasn't going to make it and it didn't. But all of the other 8 did. We did the cutting video. Now we're going to do an update. So let's jump right into this. Alright, so we have 3 of these pastels. So each of the pastels are going to be double het for genetic stripe and Xanthic. This one here is a male. This one here is a female. And this one here is a male. So 2 males and a female that are pastel. This one is an asshole, by the way. So if you get this one, he'll probably be a great eater. Again, pastel, double het for genetic stripe and VPI Xanthic. Alright, from there we're going to move next up. So we started from the bottom, we're moving up to the middle. And in the middle here we got this beautiful pastel blackhead. And this is going to be double het for genetic stripe and VPI Xanthic. This one here is a male. We actually ended up with 2 of these, 1 male and 1 female. So really cool looking. You know, pastel blackhead, and of course getting one of these in genetic stripe and VPI Xanthic, you know, double het for both. Can't go wrong with either one. You grow up the female for 2 years and put a G stripe or an Xanthic to her, or if you're lucky enough to have both, or you get the male, and if you got a visual genetic stripe or a visual Xanthic or a visual double het, then you can hit on both. Very awesome. Alright, here we go. Next step up, we're going to add genetic stripe. So this one here is a pastel genetic stripe, double het, or sorry, single het for VPI Xanthic. So I don't believe this to be blackhead, and I'll show you why when I show you the one we did hit blackhead on. Now this one is very nice. I love the pattern. I love the bold stripe on the back half. And this here is a female. And we will not be holding her back, just so you know. This will be available. So again, pastel, genetic stripe, het for VPI Xanthic. Alright, and here we go with another one. And the cool part is, guys, this is a female as well. A little bit different variability. This one's going to have a little bit more spotting in it. This is also a pastel genetic stripe, het for VPI Xanthic. And again, another female, and she will not be staying here. She will be available after some meals. Alright guys, and the last one, we're going to take it up to one more notch. This was the best genetically we could produce with the pairing. And this here is a pastel genetic stripe. It's a pastel blackhead genetic stripe, het for VPI Xanthic, and this is a male. So you think of the powerhouse here. Now, before we get too far, I will say this is going to be a holdback. This is what I was hoping to produce. We only got the one, so I am going to keep it. But I do want to let you guys know that, you know, everybody's looking at buying females, buying females, buying females, and I get that. But there is a time when you have to replace your stock. Okay, so you end up, what you do is you buy males, and then over the years, as you produce heavier hitters like this here, this guy is going to take the place of another male down the road. So, you know, you have to follow your projects, you have to follow your goals and what you're looking to make, and sometimes you gotta buy that male. So, you know, if you see people out there who've got beautiful animals and you're like, man, I wish I was in a female, just remember, your males are powerhouses too, because they're ready to go at a very faster rate than your females. It's like this boy here, he'll be ready to go maybe even for late next, you know, this coming season, depending how he eats and grows and matures. And then I can get genetic stripe or make everything het genetic stripe. I can put this into some xanthics that we have. I mean, definitely huge powerhouse here, and I'm so glad we made one and we're gonna keep them. But just keep that in mind when you think of, you know, all the males you see out there for sale. They have a purpose too. And if there's something, if you got those single genes or 2-gene animals or ones that don't have any recessives or whatever, might be time to move a couple of those out and invest in something like this. But yeah, pastel, blackhead, genetic stripe, 100% het for a VPI xanthic. Alright guys, so that's it for the update on that clutch. I think, so I told you we're going to keep the pastel blackhead G-stripe het xanthic. We're probably going to keep that female blackhead, that pastel blackhead double het. But what that's going to make available, I'll run down them again, is 2 male pastel double hets, 1 female pastel double het. We're also going to have 2 female pastel genetic stripe het xanthics and 1 male pastel blackhead double het. So still a lot of firepower there. A couple females to grow up. Those G stripes, those are going to be amazing. And again, remember, anything you purchase here is going to be 100% het for xanthic or double het. So I mean, put that into your projects. You know, whether you got a visual on one side or visual on both sides, you know, or just hets, you're working with hets. Perfect way to do it here. You could buy a male and female here, grow them up, put them together, and eventually you'll get that hopefully double visual, the G-stripe xanthic. I could show you the sire to this clutch. Here he is. So this is what I thought to be a pastel because of the broken stripe and the kind of faded head. Obviously double visual for G-stripe and xanthic. So that means everything again is going to be double het, 100% double het. So buy with confidence, buy quality, buy from what you see all the time. I'm telling you guys, this is some good stuff right here. Super happy to be working so heavy into this G-stripe project. We've got like 3 new females this year who we've grown up for the last couple years that we produced in the G-stripe project. So hopefully we'll get hypo into G-stripe this coming year, maybe hypo xanthics. So really cool. Can't wait to prove some more things out. But we appreciate your support. Thanks for swinging by. We'll talk to you on the next video. Check all the links down below. And a huge shout out again to JDH Reptiles. Go check them out on Instagram. Mike, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys on the next video. See ya.